Greetings everyone and welcome back to Sorcery. Time to move on and follow the road. I really need some food at this point, but... The road continues, and between dense houses on either side, when suddenly you begin to smell a sharp, acrid smell. Burning. Looking up ahead you see a column of smoke. Is the district on fire? That doesn't sound good. Let's see, can I make something out of it? Sense danger? Again? Why not? Let's do this. You cast the spell, and a calm voice enters your mind, telling you not to fear, there is no danger up ahead. You are reassured and the spell fades. Feeling safe with the warning from your spell, you stride forward towards the smoke, rounding a corner in the road until you can see the source. It is a fire, but not a blazing house. Instead, it comes from an enormous forge set into a large blacksmith shop. The blacksmith himself is at work, hammering away at flat-bladed sword. You approach the blacksmith and try to attract his attention by knocking a few of his displayed items off their shelves. But it seems the blacksmith is quite deaf. Years of hammering on sparking metal has left him quite oblivious to everything around him. Should I just steal something? Oh my god, I just need gold. I'm really desperate at this point, but let's look around, I guess. Stealing from the blacksmith is easy enough. Since he barely notices you, you leave the bag of 5 gold pieces and a decent broadsword. Then you hurry away. Really? That's it? Man, I'm good. I'm a good thief. It seems. You walk between the narrow buildings until you reach a fork to the left, and the road continues towards some kind of bustling market. While to the right it leads down a shorter street. In the center of fork is a great bronze statue with some kind of a pot at its feet. Isn't this the statue this goblin was telling me about? The statue is a giant brute, wielding a club at its feet. This large pot filled with gold pieces. This must be the Khare many gods. With the pot intended for worshippers making offerings, although none of his passing creatures seems to be throwing any in. Looking down to a short street to the right, you see a sign above a doorway, reading, "The Gambling Halls of Vlada. Several seedy-looking creatures mill about on the steps. Cheerful creatures go in and miserable-looking ones go out." Time to move on, I guess. But I'm quite sure this goblin says something about some mechanism in the statue. You go over the statue and look into the pot. It seems to be contain almost 20 gold pieces. No, I won't just steal the gold, even though I need it so badly for food. Okay, look up the statue. Tilting your head, you look upwards at the statue. He is an imposing figure, at least 4 times your height, and solidly armed. You do not recognize the god depicted, but his presence so close to the gambling hall suggests he is either a god of prosperity or a god devoted to punishing those who do not pay their debts. It seems all quite suspicious. So much gold out in the open, it must be a trap. The day is drawing on. Of course it's a trap. I'm gonna get messed up really badly. Okay, let's try the Halls of Vlad. You enter the shade of a long hall, filled with bodies and smoke, but strangely silent. No one is speaking, and the only noise is the constant rattling of a dice, which rolls around the ruffled ceiling like thunder. Only the occasional cheer and curse breaks the mood. By the door is a booth, and the gaming tables are out in the main hall. A great cheer goes up from one of the tables. No, it's just gambling hall. I won't just go through this, because I want to get to the ruins. I should go up though to buy some food, but... Huh. A troll almost the same size as a bronze statue outside bars your path with an arm. No gold, he says. Chips only. How do I join games? You ask. The troll points a cloth out of the boot. Chips, he says. The man who cheered a moment before now curses loudly and storms out of the hall. Okay, I don't really want to waste time on this, although there seems to be a path going right through. Let's leave and let's try find some food. You see nothing of interest here. You turn and leave the hall. You head up the road towards a giant statue once more. You still have plenty of ground to cover. Let's go through the arc. Looks like plaza, yeah. You head back down the road under the arc and into the plaza. Once again, you stand in the plaza of the Red Eyes, the heart of this half of the city port. In all directions roads lead off, some no doubt to the houses of nobles and others directly into the danger. On this side of the square the main road continues on through a low arc. 1,000 other allways lead off in all directions into Upper Khare. I just want to buy some food. You approach the crowd around the monument, which is so thick it is hard to see inside. Clambering up the steps of the monument, you finally get to see inside. But the monument seems to be empty. There is just a circular rock that fills the floor space. The crowd murmurs and weeps. What is this monument? You ask one of the creatures. Can you tell? The creature replies. Were you born yesterday? I am a stranger here. We don't like strangers, the creature replies. The crowd are clustered around the monument as stood expecting the rug inside to move. I don't want to lose my money. Oh my god, I don't know what to do. Step away, shaking your head. Clearly these creatures are religious maniacs. You look around the various exits from the square. I kind of want to explore it, but I'm concerned about my life now. You choose a random alley on the right hand side of the square and slip into the shadow between the tall buildings. The houses either side are well built and well defended. There are iron railings on the windows and some even have arrow slits and portcullises. One householder has a dog, a moat across his front door. Outside one building, a tall man stands with a grappling hook. You stride over the man as he swings his grappling hook for an upper window but misses. Greetings! You begin with a respectful nod. The man turns to you. Stranger, he says. I'm a terrible fix. The man gathers the rope for another swing. He's clearly tiring. What is the problem? I've been locked out, he answers. This is my home and I've lost my key. But I've got a terrible throw, as you can probably see. The man throws again and misses again. Where did you get the grappling hook? You ask, still suspicious. Would you believe it? I found it, he replies with a sigh. Near an old well in the wasteland. I was wandering about there, feeling sorry for myself, and a chance across it. I don't believe him a little bit even. I need directions. You say, perhaps you can help me. Directions? Why? Well, the man looks irritated but not unhelpful. Certainly. Where do you need to go? The ruins. He cocks his head down the alley. Keep going straight. You're almost there. Though why would you want to visit them, I can't guess. The man gives up. He winds up the rope around his shoulder and cups his hands to his mouth. Esme, will you just open the door and let me in? For a moment nothing happens, then a bucket of slop is thrown out over the man. He stands dripping in a mug. Who is Esme? You ask from a safe distance away. Take my advice, stranger, he grumbles. Never marry an Erwin. They might have Lovely eyes, but they are thoroughly untrustworthy. He stalks away up the alley. Time for you to move on. So he wasn't that evil after all. Okay, it seems like we are on the good way to the ruins. I don't want to get this episode too long, so I'm gonna pause here. Nothing really happened. Besides, let's move on a bit more. Just a little. The street is falling into a despair around you. Something has blighted this region of the city, even the trees in the gardens behind. The mansions have turned back where they stand. The only greenery is the moss on the stone walls. There are no rats scurrying underfoot, and only spiders roost in the rooftops. You pass a particularly grand house, its doors locked with a heavy iron chain. There is a metal S bolted beneath one gable. Perhaps it is an owner mark. Perhaps it is there to stop the wall falling out onto the street. There is a ringing noise from down the alley. A hooded creature with a bell around his neck is approaching in shuffling steps. Should we just open the door? Let's just open the door, I guess. You cast the spell over the heavy chain and it tumbles to the ground. Enter the house, I guess. You slip through the wide door into an old and empty house, escaping from the shuffling creature. You push open the door and step inside the dark house. It is a mansion on the grand scale. There are at least 3 floors and 2 great doors leading off to wings on either side of the entrance hall. From the back of the house comes a voice. The Lord is not at home. Which Lord? The figure shambles forward, resolving itself out of the darkness into a tall ogre, wearing the livery of a manservant. His eyes are tightly closed. Lord Shinva is not at home, he intones once more. Please leave. Oh, Shinva is the dead one. Indeed, the creature replies. He will not be returning for some time. Returning? Is he not dead? Not so dead that he might not yet be revived, the creature replies. But I hold out very little hope. My service will continue regardless, of course. As he speaks, you notice a flash of metal from his neck, some kind of a collar made of a strange dull-colored metal. Then the tall collar is covered up by his shirt. I must now ask you to step outside, he declares, gesturing at the door. But where I find him? Try the necropolis, the creature replies. But my lord does not take kindly to visitors without an appointment. He nods to the doors once more. You leave the house and return to the street. A narrow alley opens up to your left, slipping between the buildings. Okay. Well, we're getting somewhere, I guess. We find Shinva home, which is dead somewhere in the necropolis. And I think I have... I still have 1 blimberry juice, so in worst case I'll be able to eat something, I guess, and regain some of the stamina, so it's not that bad. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series still. It's getting quite long, but we are getting there. I need to find the spell in the ruins, somewhere here, and I need to find the spell in the necropolis. And I'm ready to go to the north gate. Okay? Seems fine to me. Very promising. So yeah, I hope you have a nice, lovely day, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. See ya!